So, so next one is
Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel.
colonel. Corresponding rank in Air Force is
Wing
wing
commander.
commander.
Wing
Wing
commander.
And
commander.
under in
बाकी
the
सब नाम एक बंद करो रे
Navy
right.
commander.
Commander.
Navy
Navy
commander.
commander.
Lieutenant colonel in army. Next one is colonel.
Colonel. Colonel.
Colonel.
Corresponding in the Air Force is group
Group
captain. In Navy it is captain.
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 Yes. So after colonel in army, there is
Brigadier.
Brigadier. Brigadier.
and correspondingly air
Air Commodore.
Commodore. Air Commodore.
Navy it is
Air Commodore.
Air Commodore.
right.
Commando.
Navy Commodore. Navy Commodore.
Commodore.
2-star rank, that is Major General. Major General is equivalent to Vice Marshal in Air Force.
Vice Marshal.
And
Air
Navy,
Vice Marshal.
it is
Rear Admiral.
Real Admiral.
Iron.
Rear Admiral.
now 3-star rank in Army, that
Lieutenant
is
General.
And General.
General.
General. And in Air Force,
Air Marshal.
Air Marshal.
Air
Air
Marshal.
Marshal.
and obviously in Navy it is Vice.
Vice
Vice
Admiral.
Admiral. Vice Admiral.
Vice Admiral.
Last rank you all know, right?
General.
It is very easy, that one. General.
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 Air Chief Marshal.
All
Chief
these are
Marshal.
4-star ranks. And obviously, apart from this, the highest or the greatest honors or the ceremonial positions which never get retired are Field Marshal in
Field
the
Marshal.
Army,
Field Marshal.
Admiral of Fleet in the Navy, right? And Marshal of the Air
So,
Force,
Air Force.
Force.
right? So, this we have yesterday considered. Fine. Now, you know, now you have gone through the structure of these armed forces and the corresponding ranks so that you get commission. But here question comes in, how would you achieve these commissions? How would you become these kinds of officers? Naturally, everyone will always start either by lieutenant, flying officer, or sub-lieutenant. For that, again, you have to go through the rigorous training. You have to have some dreams in your eyes. You have to always think about some of the glories, right? Again, for these things, you must have to enter somewhere. So you might be knowing the best option or the only and the first option is always NDA. That is the reason why you are preparing for SPI, so that your preparation to enter into NDA via SPI would become smooth. Right? That is the one of the reasons why you people are giving this particular examination. So my question here is there only that institute or is there only that training institute which is making you the officer? No.
No.
Here answer is no. There are
No, sir.
defense institutes
No, sir.
through which you can enter into the armed forces and achieve or become the commissioned officer in either of the armed forces. Defense training institutes. Defense training institutes. There are 15, 14 different training institutes. Right. Some time ago, the question have been asked on these institutes. Right now, if you consider these institutes, then either these institutes can be. I was talking about the defense training institutes. So defense training institutes. Right. So this is the point of this particular session. Right. So as I said, in order to enter, so these institutes can be divided into, obviously both the classes will be providing training. but the training provided will be differentiated, or it will be differed in two ways, right? So it is at entry level, or one case is for entry level, and another is those who are already in service, right? Suppose if you want to be trained specially, so for that particular case, you will be entering in this category. And now if you enter, you will be always going into this particular case, right? So as I said, there are, I think, 14 different institutes, right? As far as I know now, or which are having a significant importance of being a training institute of defense, right? So you have to again look for these things, not only for the sake of the question to be asked in the SPI, but also to enter directly into these institutes, you should know these institutes. Secondly, as far as being the citizen of India, and since you are trying to contribute either in either of ways to the country, so you should always know these things. For that purpose, now we will be going through these particular things. So very first thing, right, which I want to tell you is the, let's say, first one is called Rashtriya. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, I can see this.
First one, and I request nobody should write anything on the screen. Fine.
Yes.
So this is, let's say, go through the defense training institutes. So I was talking about the first one. Now you can see here, Rashtriya Indian Military College, Dehradun. Right. Rashtriya Indian Military
College.
College,
Dehradun.
Dehradun.
1922.
It is established in, yes, good, 1922. Right. This has been established in 1922, but unfortunately now nobody of you is eligible to enter in this particular institute. Whenever you want to enter in this particular institute, you have to be always try. You have to always try whenever you are in the 8th class. So admission will be given, right, for the 8th class students. So you have to either pass the 7th standard, or you must have given the examination of 7th standard. Fine. So, an oldest institute which you can consider, this is for the inter-service institute. This is an inter-service institute. Right. So, if I tell you about this one, right, Rashtriya Indian Military College, Dehradun, which was established in 1922. So, as I said, it is inter-service inter-service institute. Right. So, you can enter here whenever you are going into the 8th. So for that, you have to either pass 7th standard, or you must have given the examination of 7th standard. So admissions will be in the 8th standard. Now, in this particular case, if you consider the entry or the admission in this institute, then you have to always apply to your corresponding state. Apply to corresponding state. As like NDA, if you know NDA, so UPSC is conducting examination for NDA, and that means you are applying directly to the Union Public Service Commission. But here it is not a kind of case. So you have to apply to the corresponding state government. Right. And in a year, 2 times entries will be there. So you will be having 2 entries in each year. First is in, let's consider January, and second is in the, I think, June. Right. So these are the 2 different entries through which you can enter. And at a time, only 25 cadets will be taken. So at a time in June, only 25 cadets will be entering, and in January, 25 cadets will be entering. Right. So if you consider the competition of this, right? So by this, if you consider, that means 1 cadet per state. 1 cadet per state. And that is the reason, right? What I said, you have to apply to a corresponding state government. Fine. So it will be challenging always. So you have to be superior in that particular case, right? But sometimes 2 cadets to a state can be given. It depends on. Fine. So you have only 2 opportunities for this one. Now, in this particular case, if you enter, then you will be having a 8, 9, 10 standard. After 10, there you will be spending 5 years of your training. At 10 plus 2, you will be having only the science there. So you will be having 10 plus 2 as a science. Then if you consider the students entering from this particular institute to NDA is 81%. Now consider about this one. 81% of their own students, right? So how many students appearing from their institute for the NDA? Among them, 81% always get entered, which is far, far, far greater than ordinary entering students into the NDA. So this is ordinary number, right? So ordinarily, that means what? Everyone is preparing at, let's say, at their own and giving exam and entering to the NDA. So only 0.6% is the successful rate, or the success of that particular rate is 0.61, whereas here it is 81%. Fine. Always very important this particular thing is. Now if you consider this institute's alumni, then here you can have, so here you will be having its symbol, then let's say one of the buildings, there will be a gate, right? So you can see some of the notable alumni right here in. So forget about first 3, 4 and 5, but last one, right? The name is Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanova, right? Which is the former chief of the army staff. So these are the notable alumni of this particular institute. Fine. So you have to always consider on this particular case. So this is about the Rashtriya Indian Military College. Now second is Army Cadet College, right? Which is again at Dehradun. Right. So that is again at Dehradun. Now, if you consider the, okay, one more thing which I will tell you about Rashtriya Indian Military College. So you will be getting getting an first opportunity to enter into one of the military training institutes at the age of 11 only. So you must complete your 11 and a half years at least of your age, and you should not be completing the 13 years. So in between 11 and a half and 13, if you are, then you will be eligible to enter into the Rashtriya Indian Military College. Right. So don't write anything on the board. Screen is not to write anything. Please don't write because it is making disturb to other still some. So second is Army Cadet College, Dehradun. Now what happens? You must have heard about the JDs, right? Which are called junior divisions, or let's say the people who are entering as and further it was relocated to the Pune, which is called Ghorpadi. So in 1964, and again it was moved to the Dehradun in 1977 and became a wing of Indian Military Academy. Wing of Indian Military Academy, and started to produce the officers. So that was about the Army Cadet College. So in this case, what it is doing, so those who are entering as sepoy, right, or you can consider the JDs, and in the age of 20 to 27 years, completed at least 2 years service, completed 2 years service in either of the forces, right? Completed 2 years service in either of forces, passed, as I said, passed 10+2 level, and now you now wanted to become the officer in armed forces. And for that particular purpose, now they have to give the written examination. They will be having written examination. They will be having SSB interview, followed by SSB interview, followed by SSB interview. So they will be having 3 years training at Indian Military Academy, that is at ACC, right? Followed by here, these 3 years are here, and here they will be having 1 more year's training, and then they will become the commissioned officers, right? If someone has entered at the age of 16 or 17 into army as a sepoy and now have a dream to become the commissioned officer, then if he completes this particular criteria, then he will be definitely becoming the commissioned officers or in either of the armed forces, and for that purpose he has to go through the Army Cadet College, that is ACC, right? So that was second one. Now third is, obviously you all know about this particular institute, right? And I think that is very close to your hearts, known as National Defense Academy, right, which is at Khadakwasla in our home state. Fine. Now this was established in 1949. Fine. Now this particular institute is providing a common training to the cadets of all armed forces, right? So there was a common training for 2.5 years, Then last year you will be having the specialized training. Last year, specialized training. If you are opting Army, Navy, according to your selection or your choice, you will be placed in the last year's training in the for either Army or Navy or Air Force. Right. So after passing the training of 3.5 years, you will be sent to 3 different academies, right, for further training. So after passing the National Defense Academy's passing out parade, you will not become the commissioned officer. Still, you are a cadet, which is called gentleman cadet, right? So you will be, if you have admitted Army, then you will be sent to the IMA for 1 year's training. If you have selected Navy, then you will be sent to the Naval Academy at Azimala, which is in the Kerala. There you will be having a training of 1 year. And if you have selected the Air Force, then you will be sent to the Indian Air Force Academy, which is at Hyderabad, particularly Dundigal, right? And there you will be having a training of 16 months, right? And then you will be becoming here the lieutenant, here the sub-lieutenant, and here the flying officer, right? So these are the selections after this much time periods training. So if you consider the NDA, which is always providing, the NDA provides the professional. Why I'm telling you this? Because whenever I tell you all these things, very easily you can remember this particular institute. My purpose is to make you remember and understand what exactly this is. Right? That is the reason. Right? Whenever we say all these things, and accompanying with this particular name, you will be getting certain information about these institutes, these other also, so that you will be always grooming your team, and obviously self-motivated for the studies. So always keep in mind, as I said, not only hard studies will be helping you, right? But also you have to be smart enough. So NDA provides professional training to develop, right? To develop the what exactly NDA is developing. Right? As I said, just passing out or just completing training at the NDA will not make you the office. In that particular time period, what you have to gain, right? So NDA will provide the professional training to develop the personality and cultivate, right, the new interest in yourself. There, apart from your academic, 30 extracurricular, right? So till now's time period, extracurricular activities. So till now, we haven't come across all these extracurricular activities. Some of you, according to your interest, might have come across hockey. Some of you might have come across volleyball, right, cricket, or any other game. So altogether, there are 31 different extracurricular activities you can have. Now see how much development you can do through this particular training, and that is the one of the motives or the importance of this particular institute, that is National Defense Academy, right? So let's go through some of the pictures which may give you certain kind of dream, or you will be looking for that. Right? If anybody try to write on the screen, then I will be shutting it off, right? And so that, see, someone had already done it. So You can see here, service before self is the motto, and there the symbol. Here you can see this particular, although you have seen this one, right? Since you are preparing for this one ultimately, so you might have gone through this particular website as well, right? So I have taken from their own now these pictures. Now you can see the aerial view here. It is during the night, right? So now see, the upper picture will tell you about the dining hall, right? So you will be having a kind of luxury, and no doubt when your dream comes true, right? This is last session, so you can see here our defense minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh. Therein you will be having here the celebration. So upper one, that parachute is nothing but end of the term activities. So, and then later on, obviously, you will be getting these kinds of things. So here you have a dream, right? So whenever you will enter into this particular thing, you should always dream for sword of honor, right? So that is the most important thing. Now see, the highest valor, or the higher, the people who had have the highest bravery, and those were the alumni of this NDA. So Paramveer Chakra awardees, you can consider here Salaria, Captain Salaria, second lieutenant. Second lieutenant was the one of the ranks, but now it has omitted Khetrapal. So Khetrapal has the highest bravery award, and he has, I think, by his name there one auditorium at IMA at Dehradun. Then Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, you must have seen the movie Yellow Sea Kargil. In that case, this character has been portrayed, right? Then this is on the field, off the field, right? So again, these are the notable alumni of the field. You can see Ashok Chakra. Again, this is, as I said, this will be the one of the others lectures point, that awards, right? So therein you can consider that particular, and at that time we will be seeing what exactly this is. So here I want to tell you just in the first line, last one, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan. So in recent Mumbai, right? So there was this one. Now, not only these people have been provided by
Don't
NDA.
write on screen.
Fine. So this particular case is also have provided the different chiefs of the staff. So you can consider here. So I will not.
Please don't write screen.
Fine. So that's about the National Defense Academy. Fine. So this is about the third institute. Now let's go for fourth one, right? So those who are who want extra information, they may ask me something about this one, maybe in between or either at the end, preferably at the end of the session, right? So so that we will be coming across each and every detail.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, that endorse.
खत्म होने वाला है, 1 मिनट बाद पूछना, 1 मिनट बाद चालू करता हूँ सर.
Yes,
After 1 minute, sir, it's a session will be over, sir. Less than 1 minute remaining, sir.
Okay, yes.
Sir, what is IMA?
Sir,
Members, please log in again.
NDA.
Please try to join again. I am starting new session.